kids who have the time right now. Every single second, as soon as you're going to find this purpose, you're going to regret every single second that you did not spend opening those books, finding those deeper meanings of those words that were always there, but we never looked into it because we were chasing that one more dollar, that one more like, one more subscriber. Everyone on this planet of human beings is looking for that one answer as to what is the purpose of this life. Everyone is trying to play this bigger game, and it's all the time, it is right there in front of us. Especially for people who are young, I need you to understand that the one gift that you have is time. And this is something that I needed to know when I was 20, when I was 18, even 15. Everybody got it wrong because they're not carefully looking at it through the lens of connecting these two different things going on in front of us. One, the singular game that everyone's playing. And what is that game? That whatever I'm thinking right now, whatever facts that I have and whatever I've gathered up as a thought, I need to articulate it in the perfect words to convince the audience, whatever that audience could be. That's the one thing every single person in the human community is playing, to get his message across in the perfect words. That is why this cognitive faculty of articulation is the highest possible gift you can possibly have. And what do you need for this? You need more time and more books, more knowledge and information to gather up facts, real facts. Those are the only assets that you have. Otherwise, you can talk a lot more, but you're not going to get that change in the human community to shape the planet. That is the only real purpose. And that's hidden right there. It's not even hidden. It's calling to you right in front of you. It's all the time in front of you. The inner desire to actually articulate your message. And you cannot just get that through passion. We're born inside this capitalistic philosophy, this era of you and me, everybody, whoever is alive right now. And you can see that whoever got to the top hierarchy of the top position of this game, whoever won it, got all the fame and all the fortune, found out that this was not the real answer. They were chasing the wrong purpose. Actually, they go way deeper inside this cloud of depression and hollowness. The real purpose is very clear. You are supposed to change the shape of the human community, the race of human beings, towards the better, towards lesser sufferings, lesser problems. Wherever you are, you're always going to get a lot of problems. Your job is to actually try and solve those problems, if not for your own self, first your community and then the whole globe. Nobody actually lets you know that this is the one clear indicator. There's an inner radar everybody's born with. That's the other thing that's calling out towards this purpose. The inner radar is moving like an autocorrect adjuster. Whenever you look the other way, it just tries to maneuver you back in that with an inner voice. And that voice is the voice of depression. Whenever you're trying to chase anything else, all of a sudden you go through this hollowness as to what the hell is going on with me. Even if you go, the closer you get to that purpose or of whatever fame and fortune you're trying to chase, whatever livelihood you're trying to make, as soon as you go close to it, you start getting bizarre. You start getting bored out of it, if not disgusted. This is why you need to understand that there are no two games that you can play as a human being. There's only one sport, and that is to change the shape of the human community. And for that, you only need one tool. One faculty becomes the most important faculty, and that cognitive faculty of articulation of your message. That only requires facts and research, facts and knowledge of what purpose, which is going to be reverse engineered through your words, the perfect choice of words, your arguments, which are deeper, valid. And for that, you need to spend more time, and that's why I envy you, kids who have the time right now. Every single second, as soon as you're going to find this this purpose, you're gonna regret every single second that you did not spend opening those books, finding those deeper meanings of those words that were always there, but we never looked into it because we were chasing that one more dollar, that one more like, one more subscriber, one more person who was trying to follow us in a superficial desire that people we want to have a following, even though that is an indicator as to whether it was one of those things that could have led towards the bigger change. That's why it was calling from within. But you had the wrong purpose to get that following, get fan club, get that amount of money. That power and that influence is of no use. Because when you're going to be the most famous guy, the richest guy, you're going to find out that, oh my God, I did not gather the real asset, which was my power to articulate the right message. Now you're going to get all that following, and they're not going to believe you, because you won't be able to be competent to get them to the spot that you want them to be. By that time, you'll be too old and you're too tired. You're too weak and you're too lazy to go back in time and utilize every single second that you will have at that time into dwelling yourself into books and in knowledge. You won't be able to do that. So this is why right now is the time. Spend as much time as you can to find out how you can better correct yourself into getting your message across the right way. And think nothing less than the globe, nothing less than all the human beings on the planet. That should be the least you can do.